What if your local farmers, bakers and cheesemakers could stock a shop that was open even at midnight? If you've ever wanted to make a late night crumble, or you've just realised that you're out of milk for your bedtime cocoa, you'll know the pain of realising that every single shop in the neighbourhood is shut. Well, thanks to local vending sheds, that nightmare is just a distant memory. And now, local produce is available 24/7. So let's have a look around. One of my local vending sheds, and it is absolutely amazing the amount of produce that we can actually get on our doorsteps. I'm going to show you around a little bit today, show you what the options are, and hopefully inspire you to actually start shopping local, because I understand that you are time poor the same as I am. I've got a full-time job. I can't make those random we're open on a Wednesday between 10 and 3 local shops that, yeah, it's a nightmare. So what I'm hoping is, by showing you around some of these vending sheds and then later on showing you where you can find vending sheds and farm shops local to you, you'll actually be able to swap to shopping local and to supporting our local farmers. So let's have a look around and see what options we've got. Bigger vending sheds, and it's in my local area near me, and it is absolutely amazing. Behind me we've got things like local olive oil, we've got like honey, local cordials, there's obviously your eggs and other bits and pieces there. If we carry on having a look down, I'll move myself around a bit, there's local apple juice over here, coffee, not quite sure how local that is, but we've got coffee. We've got butter, we've got cheese, and it is absolutely delicious cheese. I'm actually going to show you one of my absolute favourite cheeses in the world, Stinking Bishop, which is near here, which is really cool. So we've got local cheese and all sorts of bits and pieces. And around here, we've even got things like crisps and even organic local grown potatoes. So there really is a whole list of things that we can get. And that is only half the shed. So let's see what other bits we've got. This cheese is one of my favourites, and I've got some at home. This cheese is very, very nice. This cheese here is my absolute favourite cheese. Well, second favourite cheese, but it's my favourite British cheese in the world. And this butter is delicious. And that cheddar is also delicious. So I've had all of these. They're great. Shopping from these vending sheds is dead easy as well. There's a machine on here. We're literally just going to say that we want to shop from it. So we'll click on that. Oops. Pick the thing we want, so you know, I might want cheese, pop it in there, go to checkout, put the card in, and then it opens the door. It's really, really cool. And we shop at these places all the time, and it's so cool to be able to do this at whatever time at night. In fact, the other day we literally did do it after being at the pub. It's actually 11:15 at night. We just got back from the pub. We were in a pub quiz, and we are here at the big vending shed nearby. And this is what I mean by the fact that it's so easy to shop local like this, because it means it's open 24/7. Just come in here, get what you need, and done. So we are about to fill up milk for the week. One of my other favourite parts about this vending shed specifically, and I think quite a lot of them have it, is that local bakers and local makers have like their own little vending machine here, and some of these things are so delicious. But I'm definitely not saving any money or any pounds, but at least I'm getting some really, really good stuff. So let's have a quick look what we've got in here. There are so much nice stuff in here. Look at this. We've got loads of savoury bits and pieces. We've got some other bits and pieces. That is what I am going to get today, the Nutella cheesecake, because the cheesecakes are delicious. But I haven't tried the Nutella one. We'll give that a try. But look at all the other bits and pieces. Just, oh, absolutely stunning. And it's not all treats, but very, very nice. And this is easy as well. Just like a normal vending shed. We come over here and put the number in. So number 28. And then I've got to pay for it, but my phone is my card, so I'll do that in a second. And then literally just comes down here and I pick it up from there. Dead easy. Yummy! This is the milk vending. It's really, really cool. You just pop your milk in there, select what you want, and yes, there is milkshakes, and these two flavours change every week, and we'll do that right now. Just made it back to where we're staying, and really, really happy with what I've got today. So we have got a litre of milk from A Whole New World. Let's give it a quick taste. Oh, it's really, really nice. So it comes as whole milk, and it's gently pasteurised, so it's not raw milk. There's some rules in the UK about selling raw milk, but it's gently pasteurised, so it's kind of like the closest we can get to legally raw milk wise. And it's unhomogenised as well, so that means that it's alright at the moment because it's all nice and shaken up, but if you leave it in the fridge for, you know, a day or so, you're going to need to shake it because there'll be little bits on it, but that's totally normal. But honestly, the taste of something like this, as opposed to something that you get like in a normal supermarket or anything like that, it's just really different. I don't know if it's psychosomatic, to be honest, if it's me sitting there thinking I want it to be different. But to be honest, that's good enough for me at the moment. So it's really, really nice. I'm really, really pleased with it. And I've tried a few of the local dairies around here, and they're all really, really lovely. So it's my favourite. And I also picked myself up a little small bit of milkshake. So the milkshakes are mostly normal whole milk, but they have like a little shot about that much of like a syrup in it. And today's flavour is white chocolate. So let's give that a taste. Oh, I'm finding it really difficult because there's lots of different flavours and I still don't know which one is my favourite. So the last thing I picked up is a Nutella cheesecake. Nutella is definitely one of my guilty pleasures. I don't eat a lot of it, but it's definitely a guilty pleasure. See, we're not 100% self-sufficient, but we're working on as close to possible. So I'm going to give this a try right in front of you to see whether or not it is as tasty as it looks. Look at that dollop of Nutella on top of it. Lovely. So let's give it a try. I've had these cheesecakes before, and they are so nice. Really thick and creamy. Mm. Okay, it's really good. Absolutely delicious. The cheesecakes are by Bakes by Holly. I've tried looking online for her. I'm assuming it's her website or anything, but I haven't been able to find it yet. But if I do find it, I'll pop it in the comments or in the pinned comment below. But yeah, I'm really, really pleased. And it just goes to show that being able to shop local is such a revelation. And all of this is from local producers. We're supporting local agriculture and local farmers and local bakers as well. And I think that's something that we really miss out on when we're shopping at like the big supermarkets. You don't know who's produced your food. Whereas these guys, this milk has been literally produced by cows that live in a field just down the road, which is really cool. And I think one of the best things as well, finding your local vending sheds and your local farm shops like this, it allows you to support your local area. So my local area is different to your local area, and that's great because everyone's locality needs supporting, and it helps, to keep money in community and things like that, which I'm really a massive fan of. So yeah, hopefully you agree with me on that one. So if you're thinking to yourself, well, this all sounds fine, but I don't know where my local vending sheds are. I don't know where my local producers are. There's a couple of websites that I found that are actually really helpful, and I'm going to show you how to use a few of them now. So you can use your postcode, you can go in and see what's around you. This is a website called produceandprovide.co.uk. They're an absolutely amazing site. So you can see here that there's a map. You can filter it by all the different types of stuff that you actually want to buy. There's eggs, there's meat, there's milk, all sorts. And you can kind of zoom in and just see how many places there are. It's absolutely incredible. And all over the country, they do all sorts of different stuff as well. So we're just going to zoom into a random place here. And you can see here, what's this farm here? So the Littlest Dairy, these guys obviously do dairy milk, also eggs by the look of it, a little bit of a farm shop. Not all of these are going to be 24 hours, but some of them are going to be, and it's definitely worth going and having a look. And a lot of them do online ordering as well. So, local shopping coming into the 21st century, as it were. Which is really, and this is also really cool as well because you can get directions. So I know I've blurred out some of the bits here, obviously, for privacy, but it just makes it so much easier to be able to click on it, get directions, and know exactly where you're going. There's just so many options as well. So we can pop on and have a look at their websites as well, which I think is amazing. Like, not only are you allowing people to find local producers, but you're also linking the websites and giving these people a bit of a boost. So they definitely need it. And I'd recommend going and having a look in your local area, seeing what's available. This website, I'm really sorry, I can't remember what the website is. I'm going to see if I can find it. I will put links to all of the websites in the description as well, so you can kind of look, and I'll find a load more websites because there's loads. But this one is just for finding milk vending machines. And yeah, I just did not know there was that many. I've just gone into some random area around here. But yeah, look, there's just milk vending machines everywhere. I think such a great idea. And they've got a little bit of information about the producers and stuff like that. And they're just everywhere. Like I'm amazed. And this is not all of them. Remember, it's just the dairies that have signed up to these particular websites. So I think with a couple of different websites, you could probably cover most of the UK, to be honest. And there's a few places as well a few of these websites as well that do producers from across the world. So if you are in another part of the world, you will see that. This website is all about raw milk as well. I'll put the website address on the screen because it'd be easier. But so if you did want to see if you can find some raw milk somewhere, this is again another kind of milk finding place, but specifically for raw milk. So if you wanted to go and click on there and have a look, there's not as many on here by the look of it. And as I said, we've got some strange laws in the UK about whether or not we're allowed to use raw milk, etc. So this one here is called the Open Food Network. This is a little bit different because you can actually shop on the site here. So you just pop in your local area or your county, town, whatever. Pick somewhere that you want to shop, and then you'll be taken to their page. Sometimes you just go to the actual website, but sometimes you can actually shop on there. So this guy here, just going to click on shop, pick a date that we'd want to collect it from, and then go and add it to our basket. See, this guy's got loads of different stuff. This looks lovely for you guys living near not living in Somerset. This might be a great option for you. But yeah, the Open Food Network's really cool because there's loads and loads of different options. Obviously that was just kind of baking stuff, but there's loads of different stuff. So if you want to have a look at vegetables, bacon, obviously milk, dairy, all that kind of stuff, and meat as well, there's meat producers on there, which is really cool. And of course, they put their links and bits and pieces on, so you can find out a little bit about the farms as you're clicking around. And hopefully, most of them have also got links to the websites as well. So this one here does all sorts of meat and sausages and things like that. So definitely lovely. Kind of popularity of local vending sheds, local farm shops and things like that has really exploded, probably in the last couple of years, which I think is amazing. But it can be quite tricky to find them if you don't, if you don't talk to people and things like that, you're new to your community. And by using this website, you can actually see that you've got loads of options around you sometimes. So although I've showed you today a local dairy vending shed, basically it's more geared towards dairy and eggs and things like that, there's local meat producers, there are local vegetable producers, there's veg box schemes, meat box schemes, all within the local area around me. But as you can see, there's lots of different options for people all across the country. So hopefully you're going to find something that's close to you, and hopefully you can support your local farmers, which is something that I think is really important. There's lots going on with farmers at the moment. I know it can be a bit of a contentious issue, but I personally am on the side of supporting them. I want to support the people that make our food. So the more we can do to support them, the better. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you found today's video useful. If you did, don't forget to hit like, as that really does actually boost the algorithm and hopefully lets more people see our videos. If you like our videos, why not subscribe so you never miss one? Thank you for joining me. I'm going to go and eat my cheesecake. Bye.